Yo, what's happening, guys? You know what time it is. It's your boy Zach back in the house with another workout video. As I've been doing with the last couple workout videos, I will have the exercises, sets, and reps on the screen right here. So if you want to give this workout a shot, feel free to pause the video, screenshot it, and if you do the workout, let me know down in the comments below how it went. Started off this leg workout with squats. I picked a weight I knew I could do for a solid 12 reps on the first set. And then from there, I rested about 2 to 3 minutes, and naturally the reps dropped off. If you go hard enough on that first set, the reps should drop off a little bit. You either match the 12th rep, or if you drop 1 to 2 reps each subsequent set, that means you're at about the right intensity. If you drop way below that, say 3 or 4 reps on the next set, then either lower the weight or rest longer. After that, I moved on to leg press, and the advice I'd give here, guys, is to make sure you keep your butt down, make sure your back isn't rounding, and also as you push through, I kept my feet low on the platform to hit my quads more. Just make sure you're not hyperextending your knees. I'm sure lots of you saw that video passed around on Instagram of that dude using way too much weight on the leg press and having his left knee bend backwards, completely tearing up every single bit of tissue in his knee. So be safe out there, guys. After the leg press, I moved on to reverse dumbbell lunges. This is my favorite lunge for those who get knee pain. I consistently get left knee pain right in my patella. This lunge variation, I get no knee pain. So for those people out there that do get knee pain with lunges, try this reverse dumbbell lunge. Give it a shot. These were 50-pound dumbbells right here. You can see just a slight forward lean that targets your glutes a little bit more effectively. And I'll tell you, the 1 to 2 days after this leg workout, my butt was very, very sore. And overall, my legs were very, very sore and fatigued from this workout. And it's because I only did leg work. I didn't do any calves or ab work. So I didn't pace myself nearly as much. I was able to go harder on my leg work and push this workout to about 2 hours. And then you guys will see in the next clip, second half of this video, I do calves, abs, and forearms as an active rest day. Right here, I did some quad extensions. I am loving these hammer strength machines. Big squeeze at the top. Make sure you guys go light enough that 20 is difficult, but don't keep jumping the weight up even if the reps are going to drop. Let the reps drop naturally and just reduce your rest time. You know, on these, you shouldn't be resting any more than a minute. If you are resting more than a minute, that means the weight's a little bit too heavy. You just need to drop the weight. After that, once again, hammer strength seated leg curl here, quickly becoming my favorite hamstring exercise. And you guys saw last week, Olivia and I did both of these machines, and she loved these machines as well, and she's usually pretty picky about what kind of machine she likes to use, so you guys should definitely give those machines a shot if you have them at your gym. After that, I moved on to lying leg curls. You guys can see I use just a little bit of momentum back and forth. I've told you guys before that I get some left hamstring snapping at times. I'm pretty tight back in that junction, so that helps me relieve any hamstring pain and still get an effective pump through my hamstrings. After that, I moved on to some dumbbell stiff leg deadlifts. You can see here I'm getting a pretty good range of motion. This was my last set with the 75-pounders, and I did a slight pause on the last few reps just to keep tension on my hamstrings and really focus on pushing my butt back and then pushing it through. After that, the last couple exercises, did some hip adductor work right here. I'm actually really surprised. My adductors are way weaker than my abductors, so the muscles on the inside of my thigh definitely weaker and need more work. This is a notoriously tight muscle group for most people, but just because a muscle group is tight does not mean it's strong, guys, so remember that. Make sure you're working all of the musculature in your hips and in your legs. Let's see, just to finish off the leg workout right here with some hip abductor work, really targeting your glute medius, your glute minimus. Just to give you guys a little perspective with this, especially you can see my knees open up, and it's key, especially with squatting, that you have enough hip mobility to open your knees to keep them in a safe position, and that'll also target your glutes more effectively. So make sure you're doing both of those exercises. They do help with hip health, and I've noticed an improvement in my hip mobility when doing them. All right, guys, so we're moving on to the second half of the video right here, calves, abs, and forearms. Once again, if you want to give this workout a shot, feel free to pause the video and screenshot that screen. Let me know how it goes down below. Started off with seated calf raises. This machine is really difficult. I've done other seated calf raise machines at different gyms, and this is by far the hardest one. I don't need to go much above 45 each side for a great calf pump. After that, Smith machine calf raise is probably my favorite calf raise variation. What I'm doing here with the step box is touching my heels all the way to the ground, come up, and I think about rolling from my pinky toe to my big toe. I held for a 3 count at the top, and you guys can see right at the end I did 5 pulse reps to get to 20, just to really burn the calves out right at the end. Once again, just a different angle from the other side. Same concept though, all the way down for a full stretch, all the way up onto your big toe for a nice contraction. And for those, most of us are going to be weaker in the seated calf raise and underdeveloped in the soleus, so do some seated calf raises before you move on to your standing variations, or like you guys have seen in previous videos, the leg press calf variation works as well if you don't have a Smith machine. And then a couple ab exercises. First, I started with hanging leg raises. I went straight leg until I was fatigued, and then I went with knee raises until I got to 25 reps each set. I'm only coming down about 3/4 of the way, and then up as high as I can, and that helps keep your hip flexors out of it a little bit, puts more of the stress on your abdominals. And then here, decline sit-ups, once again trying to fully deload the spine at the bottom, and then you think about rolling one vertebrae up at a time as you come up. I find I feel the most tension on the way down on that exercise, so really emphasize the eccentric motion as you go down. And then 2 forearm exercises. I did some reverse cable curls. Right here, think about cocking your wrist back up towards the ceiling, and then keep your elbows locked in place. If you can't keep your elbows by your side, just like in the last video when I was talking about bicep work, the weight is too heavy, so just drop the ego, drop the weight a little bit, and you guys will feel a great forearm pump if you do both of those things. And then final exercise of the day, guys, is going to be a barbell wrist curl. I don't let the barbell roll all the way down through my fingers. I worry about it dropping on the floor, so I actually keep a tight grip, and then all the way up, squeezing at the top. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like the video, leave a comment down below. I appreciate your support. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Until next time, I am out. Take care.